Hey everybody, Billy Watkins here with another exciting episode of The Whole Package by Premier Packaging. I'm joined today by Premier's intrepid owner and CEO, Jill Gaynor. Intrepid, I like that. And our
Hello.
charismatic national sales representative, Mackenzie Lake. Welcome, ladies.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Thank you for having us.
Doing great.
Today we are going to discuss our recent WBENC certification and all it entails. Jill, we were just talking before you and I had a rather massive two-part podcast not too long ago. So I mean, I think folks know who you are and how you got here. Mackenzie, we have not had the fortune of talking to you yet, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you wound up here at Premier?
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me. I've been with Premier about 2 years, and in the packaging industry for 8 years. I'm super happy to be here. Prior to coming to Premier, I was in a distributing role, still in supply chain. So moving into the manufacturing side has been amazing, and I've learned so much, and I'm really excited to be a part of a woman-owned business. I can tell you that.
All right, so let's dive into WBENC and the certification we have. I did have to look it up. It's Women's Business Enterprise National Council. So what's the deal with WBENC?
We are super excited to acquire that. I mean, it was quite a task. I'd say over a year in the making, and to get that certification. And I think what's really cool about this certification, it's women supporting women. It's women-owned businesses, small and medium. Our teams that have attended things have just found it very refreshing. Supporting each other at any level. How can we work together? So it's a very refreshing opportunity for business. And it also gives us an opportunity to pursue all different types of business and opens doors to, say, larger corporations that are looking for doing businesses with minority-owned companies. So kind of seemed like a shoe-in, for lack of a description.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mackenzie. I was going to say, what ways do you see the WBENC certification influencing our relationships with clients, suppliers, and our current partners?
Oh, there you go. What else do you have to add there?
Yeah, I think it gives us a seat at the table that we wouldn't otherwise have had. The WBENC certification definitely has introduced us to some of the larger corporations that we haven't had the opportunity to meet. So it's been really helpful in opening doors for us, and it also just positions Premier as an agile supplier, and just being able to have more resilience as a tier one supplier and be more innovative. So it's all encompassing, I would say.
Not just a nice thing to have; it's a ticket to get in, right? I mean, without it, you're not gonna be able to even talk to certain folks, I would guess, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Where
where it applies, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't apply for every client, but where it applies, for sure.
So, has Premier made any notable changes or new initiatives since obtaining the certification?
I would say our biggest significant change is Miss Mackenzie moving into our national team, and this becoming her focus of tapping into all the different avenues of opportunities that WBENC has to offer. It's a huge plus. So that we have somebody focused on that, and then also working nationally and internationally with all of our sales reps in support of how we can be effective or how she can assist. So she's become quite the Yoda, if you will, of WBENC, which we appreciate very much. So I would say that's probably our biggest change, in just having that support that's focused on that for us.
So you like
Yeah.
Mackenzie, you talk backwards at times or say
I mean,
you're a little.
I'm fluent in supplier diversity and all things WeBank. You know, I'm getting the tattoo on my forehead real soon.
I love it. So how does this certification enhance Premier in the marketplace and support our overall growth strategy?
I think that when we're in the right rooms, like Jill said, when we have the opportunity to meet somebody who is not just a procurement person, they have an actual title with diversity in their, you know, on their email signature. Those are the conversations that just get us not even through the door, but it gets us, you know, a site assessment and
Right.
gets us all the way to the top of the food chain where, you know, otherwise it's a longer sales cycle in this industry. So being able to, you know, knock on doors is any sales rep can tell you. I mean, it's our bread and butter. But when you have somebody who is focused on that, who understands the opportunities within supplier diversity, they're going to be able to tell you what initiatives they're interested in. They're going to be able to tell you a certain dollar amount that they want to spend with a tier one supplier. So the conversations are just so much more successful when you're in the right rooms.
Awesome. So the WeBank certification, what does it say about Premier's own commitment to diversity and equal opportunities?
I mean, it's really not any different. I mean, we've had a lot of our policies in place. You know, we are committed to the best service, you know, obviously the best pricing, second to none. If someone happens to be a minority category, that's awesome, but there is no exclusion when we're vetting people out that we work with at all. I mean, we've had firm policies within our company of equal opportunity. It's in our sustainability report. So I'm pretty proud when you see our statistics of the percentage of, well, I'll just say women to men. Pretty good, pretty strong for female representation, which is a little bit unusual in this industry. Right. And then as well as minorities. I mean, very proud, and it's a wonderful attribute, I feel like, for our company. It's part of our culture.
And like you're saying, we it is in the sustainability report. We track those metrics, right? And they're transparent to everybody, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they intersect a lot more than people realize too. So when it comes to, you know, my position on the national sales team, not only am I driving, you know, this WeBank, you know, this whole thing, but I'm also trying to understand where the opportunities lie within each of these prospects or customers that we have already. So being able to identify, hey, you may not have a supplier diversity program, but they do most likely have some kind of a sustainability program or a sustainability initiative. And the two things really are hand in hand. Being able to do that, like the site assessment that I had mentioned, some of those things are, you know, reducing labor and, you know, improving our carbon footprint and, you know, upgrading them from foam to paper, different things like that. And so it really is a sustainability thing. It's not just, you know, the supplier diversity, women-owned business piece. It's also, it just positions us to be a more sustainable supplier at the end of the day. And so I just think that it's great all around.
How would you say that we are, you know, measuring the success of our diversity initiatives in relation to this WeBank certification?
Well, first it starts with our team being able to educate all of, you know, our sales reps and the sales managers on what exactly it means and how they can have those conversations and getting used to the language. So starting with our home team and then being able to explain it to the prospects and the customers and speak that language. So we have all kinds of different reports that we're running with our current customer base and trying to fine tune, you know, our WeBank certification there. But we're also tracking the progress internally on our CRM on how these opportunities are growing. based on having our WBENC certification.
So, how do our diversity and sustainability initiatives intersect within the broader context of our company's corporate responsibility strategy?
That's a loaded question, Billy.
I feel like
that was a
maybe
mouthful, and yeah.
So sustainability in general is a loaded term. There is a lot of things that fit under the word sustainability, and sustainability means something different to everyone.
Right.
So really deep diving in with a potential client on what sustainability means to them, what actions they have, what are they doing, what are they building, to track, follow. I mean, I can say I'm super proud of our company. For over 30 years. We have been sustainable. We just never formally tracked it until I think we're in year 4 now of our sustainability report. So it's becoming, especially for larger clients, more and more of a requirement. I won't bore you with a lot of the details, but it's a lot of data tracking of everything that we do, from manufacturing to waste, in addition to our people, our training, our ethics. Pretty much you can name it and it fits under that umbrella. I won't bore you, but there's, our sustainability team, there's a lot of data that we track,
right.
Down to our utility usage, propane, versus electric, blah, 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 yada, yada.
Travel,
right?
everything.
The LED lights,
Everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Electric forklifts.
Everything counts. So I think we might have talked about it before in another podcast. We met our scope 1 and scope 2 emissions, which is huge. I think it was our first year. I think we were one of the top or very few in our industry to accomplish that. Scope 3 is a lot more entailed and a lot more difficult and challenging, but there's things that we're doing, processes, improvements. How can we do better in everything we do every day? Technology is really big about that. That's a whole nother discussion with Mike King and his team. AI, how does that fit in? We've asked to have a corporate stance on that. How do we feel about AI? And how does it work in our business?
Right.
So that could be a part 2, Billy. I'm just saying, but it does fit nicely within our overall platform. It's just another opportunity of things that we do already to add to our list.
Perhaps we touched on this a little bit, but in what ways does the certification support Premier's? I mean, I think we did touch on this. Support Premier's sustainability goals and our mission to help our partners improve their own environmental footprint.
Yeah, I think we talked about that, but in general, I'll say our selling process.
Yeah.
And if Mackenzie wants to, I'd say our overall selling process, like people. My experience has been people only look at products, but when we do assessments and the processes and finding efficiencies down to how you palletize something, how much you can put on the truck, it reduces your CO2 emissions. All those things are part of a sustainability story that I don't care what size the client is, everyone wants to contribute.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
As part of our process and sharing that, and I think that's what we've also instilled with our sales team as part of our business reviews we have with our clients, how did you contribute to the earth, and we have that information that we can share with them as well. And I think that's very valuable branding, marketing for any size client, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Being able to offer right sizing a box is huge. It's a huge selling point or value add that Premier offers. And I can tell you, just in being in the industry, not quite a decade, but almost a decade, that's not something that I learned until joining Premier. So sustainability, again, has been ingrained in this company for a long time,
Right.
but being able to show that and not just talk about it is incredible. The case studies that we can show where we're, taking a list of 25 boxes and they're shipping a lot of air, right? That's expensive.
Yeah.
So being able to right size that with our engineering team, I can't say enough good things about that because it saves them a tremendous amount of money, and it also allows them to reflect that in their company's website, in their own marketing. So it's really a win-win.
Even things that you do, Billy, we're recondoing a warehouse. there's a sustainability story there. So
For sure, yeah.
I think these are things that we've been doing for over 30 years. We just didn't identify it,
Right.
or were requested to identify it until recently.
Ahead of the curve for quite some time. That's a good place to
Whether
be.
we knew it or not.
Right. Now we know. Now everyone knows. I like it. What's next? What am I missing about WBENC? What are some of our next steps or exciting things coming up?
So we have within WBENC, there's something called RPOs. So it's the regional partner organizations. So across the country, there's different RPOs based on the map, right? So where I live is in Southern California. I'm part of the WBENC West RPO, and they have a big national conference for the West Coast coming up in December, where all of the companies that are in that area are sending their procurement and their supplier diversity personnel to this event to network, to do meet and greets, to look for other tier 1 and tier 2 suppliers. And I mean, that's incredible. That's really an opportunity to get to talk to decision makers and have an intimate conversation about each other's companies and how you can uplift each other. So it really just gives us the opportunity to, I know I keep saying that word, but it really is a great opportunity to get into the niche markets that we wouldn't otherwise get to. So these RPOs give you, introductions on a silver platter, essentially,
Right.
at each one of these RPOs. And so our sales team has the capacity to be able to attend these and get to network with each other. And it's an advantage, to say the least.
I will say I'm really excited about 2026 because, we just got our certification in 2025, right? And we're just dipping our toe in it and have loved being part of it and have enjoyed every minute so far. So looking forward to really taking advantage of what WBENC has to offer and be full active participants moving forward.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think I can say or speak for all of us at Premier when I say that we're excited about what this certification means for us and all the opportunities this will bring. How about that?
Your enthusiasm is oozing out of the camera.
Yeah, one thing we learned today that if it's on a piece of paper, I'm going to read it, right? Whether I'm told to or not, it's there, and I'm going to ask the dumb question. Thanks again.
Do you really feel that way, Billy?
No.
I mean,
no. Thanks for your all's time today. You're busy ladies, and I appreciate it for giving us the opportunity and talking about WBENC.
Well, thanks for interviewing us and taking part in the heckling.
I know.
Yes,
I like
thank
a
you.
little back and forth is good. It keeps me on my toes. But Jill and Mackenzie, much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon.
Until next time.
Thank you so much.
Until next time. Maybe it'll be in person next time.
I would like that. I'll come to you. I'll come to Southern California. You just let me know.
You might not want to know. I'll be back in Louisville. You might not want to know where I am sometimes because we live out of a suitcase. Some places you might, I'll pass.
Just come down to Southern California. I'm right by the wineries. We'll make it a whole thing.
Ooh.
Well, yep, we can do that.
Let him think about it for a minute.
It's a good invite. Thank you guys again. And for me, I'm Billy Watkins, the host of The Whole Package by Premier Packaging. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Do you have comments, questions, or ideas about this topic? If so, we'd like to hear from you. Please visit primpack.com/podcast to let us know what you think. Thanks.